Hey everybody, Omar here, your Edge of South Africa guy, and I am back with another fun-filled video for you. It's been a while since I've shot a video. Um, this is one of the first new knives I got for 2024. I did a quick rough sketch on this video, but it wasn't a real video. I just want to see if I can actually shoot. They changed a couple of things on YouTube, like the orientation of your videos. I don't know why, but they did, and I couldn't figure out how to get the video to be horizontal instead of vertical. I think I've worked that all out now, so this should look okay to you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. This is an offering from a knife company called Weknives from China, and these guys have been around for quite a while. Like I said, I've done this video yesterday, but I just want to do an official unboxing and really try and get into the in-depth of this knife for you guys, so in case any of you guys are interested. So let's just get right into it. This is the box. They put it in a pretty fancy box. You got this little sort of cover over it, and then here's the box itself. The box is also something a little bit difficult to open. As you guys can see, I'm having actual difficulty. There's nowhere to grab the box. If you hold it too tight, then you won't be able to get the knife out. So let's go ahead and get into this one. This is the case. You get a really good case with the knife. I mean, they put it in a really nice nylon casing with the Weknives logo on it. Really, really nice. Here is the knife itself. You also have a cleaning cloth, some company paraphernalia here, paper, Weknife company, who they are and all that. And then it looks like there's a little paper knife with, I guess, yeah, they give you this little thing here, more information on the back of it. So anyway, let's put all that stuff. Everybody's seen the box. The case itself is really sweet, very nice, sort of like this sheepskin on the inside. It's got two pockets, one in here and one in here. Not quite sure why, but I like it. I think it's a really nice case. Comes along with it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual knife itself. Here we are. This is the knife itself. Also going to try and see if I can get some more lighting in here. There we go. A little sunnier. Now I talked about the aesthetics on this knife. You can see it's got like a bunch of scratches on it all over. There's like also a sort of like this bolster look. It's all titanium, one solid piece, but they put a raised piece of titanium on there to give it a bolster look, which I really like. What we have here is, I can't even remember what the steel of this knife is. I gotta take a look here. Completely forgot. Trying to see here what the blade steel is. Yeah, I believe the blade steel on this is, 20 CV on it. What we have here is a Persian style, upswept, with an upswept style blade. The blade itself is not DLC coated. I hold it in the light. You guys can see it's actually black stone washed, which I like a lot. So all the scratches and all the aesthetics on the knife, the way it looks both front and back, the gold screws, really very pretty. Beautiful titanium pocket clip. The entire design of the knife, with the scratches and even the milling and all of that. It basically is a knife that screams, use me. So as beautiful as this knife is, this is a heavy user knife. It's a titanium piece, runs on ball bearings. I do like the logo on the knife, Weknives right there. Really very nice looking. The gold screws on the back look great. It is a frame lock. One of the things I do enjoy about this piece, obviously, is the action is very smooth. Yeah, it's real smooth. Runs on ball bearings. Very well done. We're going to go ahead and get into the specs of the knife, which was something that I did not get into yesterday, and because I got that up in here, I'm going to go over some of the basic specs of this knife. The overall length of this knife is 8.29 inches. Blade length is almost 3.5. It's a 3.48. Blade again, blade steel is CPM 20 CV. The blade style, they call it trailing point, but it's more of a sort of like a Persian style upswept tip blade. I really like it. Really fancy. Still very good for drawing cuts. You've got that nice belly on it. And it's also got good for like piercing with that upswept tip, so that's also a plus on it. It's titanium, the color of the knife. They say it's gray, but if you look at it closer, it's more of a copper color. You can't really tell that in the lighting, but it's almost the same close color as these screws here. So the overall aesthetics of the knife is really, really very well done. Yeah, just an overall fantastic offering from Weknives. It's a really solid knife. One of the things I like about this knife is the ergos on it. Let me come right back here. I wanted to pull out another knife. One of the reasons I enjoy this knife, this knife caught my eye, is that it reminds me of another knife that I have in my collection, which is now no longer being made. It's discontinued. And by the way, I believe this knife is also discontinued now, unfortunately. But you can still get them in secondary markets on eBay, stuff like that. Actually, on eBay, you'll find pretty good pricing on these knives here. I got this one for $197. So this knife does remind me a lot of the Spyderco Swiss Bowie as far as the handle shape. As you can see, it's sort of curved here on the Spyderco Swiss Bowie. Same thing with the Weknives Shuddan. You know, you've got this sort of grip where it fits all four of your fingers perfectly and fits it well. Same thing with the Spyderco Swiss Bowie. It just rides very well in your hand. Really very well done as far as the ergonomics on it. However, there are slight differences between these two. Number one, if you hold up the Spyderco Swiss Bowie, you can see that it's sort of curved. I don't know if you can do. There you go. It's kind of curved like that. So it's got more of a roundness to the handle. This one also has roundness on it, but it's a bit more subtle, probably a little bit more flat. But yet it's still sort of curved a little bit. However, the fact that this knife has got a very thin profile, the ergonomics on it are just spectacularly fantastic. I mean, you can hold this for at least a good couple of hours doing good cutting tasks. Your hand won't get tired of holding it. It's just a really great, what do you call it, a fantastic ergonomics on the knife, with the longevity of you holding this knife and doing, you know, maybe cutting cardboard boxes for maybe an hour, hour and a half, however long you would have to do that task. The knife is built for that. Just like the Spyderco Swiss Bowie, which I'm going to put away now. So the star of the show on this knife is really just the aesthetics. As great as the ergonomics are, as great as the upswept tip blade on that is, basically the star of the show, in my opinion, is really the aesthetics of it. That's what really catches your eye right off the bat. Again, it's a very, very smooth knife. It's the right size, right around 3.5 inches. Like I said, it's 3.48. The black stone washed, not DLC coating, which I like, because DLC coating will have the scratches. But black stone wash, I mean, it's supposed to look like that, with that sort of beat up look. It just basically screams, use me. I do enjoy the swedge on this one. So this knife has got a lot of possibilities as far as using it. You got the piercing ability, you got the drawing cut ability. So that's all in one package here. Some knives, like for example the Weknives style blade, you can't do very many drawing cuts, but with you know, this sort of Persian style drop point, you know, modified style blade, which was made for you to be able to do just about anything and everything. If you need to do piercing, you can do piercing. You need to do drawing cuts, you can do drawing cuts. If you need to do just straight down cutting casts with like cardboard, you could do that. You've got that much space on the blade to do that with. So this pretty much covers just about everything. So basically, I like this knife because not only does it look aesthetically well made, you can pretty much handle any kind of cutting task with this shaped blade over here, you know, where you have piercing, you've got drawing cuts, you've got just straight down cutting over here. I mean, it's basically, you could use it for just about any task needed. The pocket clip is just about perfect. It's not deep carry, but you know, it will stick out of your pocket right up to about where it meets there. So you think about maybe about 1/4 of an inch sticking out of your pocket for the pocket clip there. So it's not a deep pocket clip. So yeah, I mean, this has just really surprised me. And I never bought a Weknife before, so I got this one by chance, just because I liked it aesthetically, and it turned out to be a really great buy. I already used the knife a couple of times, cutting up a couple of things around the house, and it does work really well. I mean, like I said, the ergos are just fantastic. This is one of those knives where you could just hold it for hours and do cutting tasks, and your hand will never get tired of having to cut with it. So. Plus, it's a frame lock. This thing, I forgot to mention, it is solid as a rock, guys. There is no blade play on this whatsoever. I don't think it's solid titanium, so you'd actually have to break the knife in order for it to have blade play on it. Really great smooth action on running on ball bearings there. So, yeah, so that's this knife. The Weknives Shuddan. This is definitely one of the offerings of 2023. It's now discontinued, which surprises me. But, you know, Weknives is a knife company that's known for doing stuff like this, fantastic aesthetics. Their knives tend to lean more towards a custom collector kind of, because as you can see, you're not going to find an offering like this by anything from ZT. You know what I mean? They just wouldn't go through all this trouble. I mean, if you take a good close look at this knife, look at the milling on that. I don't know if you can see those lines going down, but there's horizontal lines going down to it. That's all done by machine. Very, very intricate machining on the aesthetics there. Plus the color, it looks fantastic. This knife normally retails for anywhere between, I'm going to say, yeah, like $247 to like maybe $298, somewhere in that range. I just got, by dumb luck, I got this knife for a really great price on eBay. Sort of a funny story. The guy saw this knife. He actually liked this knife a lot, and he bought it immediately, but he wasn't crazy about the color. So what he did was he found one online that was blue. And this knife comes in a variety of colors, and blue was one of them. He wanted the blue one, so he wound up selling this knife to me for almost cost, only because he wanted to get rid of it and get the blue one. You know, it happens. People do that quite a bit, where, you know, you get something and it's, you know, you really like it. You just wish it was in a different color. Somebody else gets a chance to take advantage of it, so they sell it to you right away for a lower price, so they can get the knife in the color that they really wanted. Which I don't know if I ever would have done that, but you know, whatever. It worked out great for me. So there you have it. Weknives Shuddan. That will be the end of this video. I will be back in a couple of seconds. I've got my second offering from Weknives. That one might be a little bit more familiar to you because it's been around a lot longer. So I'll see you guys back in the next video, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Again, this is Omar, the South African knife guy, just giving you a quick look at a production knife that I got. And I am back doing videos again, probably not as much, but I'll be back. And I'll be back in a couple of seconds with my second offering from Weknives. Talk to you later.